Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Today, right now, we're going to be talking about Oz, the Great and Powerful. I did go see the film, obviously, and now I'm going to do a review on it. So, basically, Oz, the Great and Powerful is a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. As we all know, The Wizard of Oz takes place with Dorothy going to Oz and with the ruby slippers and all that stuff. And all that stuff that she goes through with the Scarecrow, Tin Man, Lion, and, you know, her little dog Toto, and the Wicked Witch. In this film, it tells the story of Oz and his journey to Oz and how he gets there and what kind of problems he goes through there and what exactly goes on at Oz and how does it play into the original film. Now, my first thing I have to say about this film, does it fit in with the first, 1939 movie? It fits in to an extent. They kind of took their own liberties to this, like in ways that at the end of the film, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it ends, I'm only going to say with the witches, the way it ends with the bad witches, there could be a second movie, which I heard rumors, I don't know if they're true, but I heard if this movie makes a lot of money, that they're probably going to make a second one. Most definitely they're going to make a second one, which I heard. So if they make a second one, I'm on board just to see how that ends the Oz story and how Dorothy comes into play. Because if we could all remember, back in The Wizard of Oz, we have the bad witch. Because there's two bad witches, which is in this one, there's two bad witches, but in this one, you have the one bad witch who was killed by the house that Dorothy came in on, and it crushed her and her feet were hanging out or whatever. And then the green witch, the one with the green makeup and all that stuff, she's still, at large, which is what happened in the first one. This one, we have nothing really to do with, a house crushing anyone. Or anything like that. Because if they did this, like in the second movie and they did that, had the house crush the one bad witch, it would have to play in immediately in with the Wizard of Oz. So they would just have to end it like that. Because then, that's Dorothy's basically her house that crushes that witch. And then the green witch appears. But in this film, the Wicked Witch, that's what I'll call the green witch, the Wicked Witch, that's the least part of the film that I liked. I mean, the makeup was fine and everything was fine. It's just the actress who played her. I'm not going to say who it was. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but just the actress who played the Wicked Witch it wasn't really, I didn't really enjoy the performance. It was kind of like she was just reading lines off a piece of paper and, playing off all the other actors. But, I mean, she's a good actress, but whatever. I didn't really like the way she portrayed this character, and I don't think she should have portrayed the Wicked Witch. I think it was just they casted the character entirely wrong. But my favorite part of the film is actually James Franco, who plays Oz. I think he did a great job being this character that everybody basically, could figure who was this guy and everything. A bunch of questions came up with that. So yeah, I think James Franco did a great job as playing Oz. And he picks up all his friends on his journey through the film. A little China toy doll, China figure, whatever she is, a monkey, and he meets up with another witch. It's really cool the way the film plays out. It's not a bad film at all. It's just one of the things I have to say bad about it. It's oddly paced. So I mean, some parts of the movie are fast and it's quick paced and you're on board. But then it just slows down and you're like, dude, does this really have to be in the film? Some of the scenes in this movie, they could have been taken out of the film for reasons that they just didn't have to be there. So that's basically all I have to say about that. Sam Raimi directs this film, and he worked with James Franco 3 other times. Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, and Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 were fine, pretty good movies. Spider-Man 3 was alright. I guess you could say that. So this movie, going into it, they already had a background working with each other, and it wasn't bad at all. I mean, directing by Sam Raimi, I must say that this guy did a great job directing this film. Some of the shots, the shots of the camera sweeping over Oz, and all the nice setting that's going on there. Just the place itself was pretty good. I mean, it was kind of cartoonerized. Some of the scenes were really CGI-ish, and you could tell definitely, alright, they're standing behind a green screen, but I mean, most of the time, you really can't tell that they're just standing in a green screen environment. So most of the time, you're thinking, well, this is pretty cool. They're actually in Oz, because some of the scenes are actually, you know, doing stuff with some of the scenery that actually works pretty good in the film. So in the end, Oz the Great and Powerful is a good movie. I think everybody is probably going to enjoy it if you enjoy The Wizard of Oz, but you know, if you wanted to see things from The Wizard of Oz that was in this film, it's not there just because, you know, Disney couldn't do it legally. They could not do it. So I'm giving Oz the Great and Powerful a 3.4 out of 5 stars. Thank you guys for watching this video and this review for Oz the Great and Powerful. Over and out.